This is Sports Talk with Evan Walker. It is Monday, June 2nd, 2025, and the Indiana Pacers, for the first time in 25 years, and the only other time since then, are going to the NBA Finals. That's right, folks. The last time the Indiana Pacers were in the finals, it was Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant versus Reggie Miller. And that one did not end so well. Obviously, when you have Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant on a team, they're probably going to win. And they did win the series 4-2. The last time the Pacers were in the finals, I was 4 years old. Now, 25 years later, I have a 4-year-old. So that's kind of weird. Something else that is weird is the fact that on TNT's last show, because it was their last show as TNT Sports, I guess, inside the NBA, one of the best shows ever, one of the best sports shows ever. Like, you have NFL Red Zone, classic, top 2, maybe not 2, pretty solid. You got Red Zone, you got Sports Center, you got Inside the NBA. One of the best shows ever created. But anyway, Reggie Miller, who played for the Indiana Pacers for 18 years, retired and then went over to TNT Sports. And he was there for like another 18, 19, 20 years. And his last day of working for TNT Sports was in Indianapolis. And the Indiana Pacers beat the New York Knicks to go to the finals 25 years later. You cannot make this shit up, people. That is fucking awesome. It's insane. Wow. Okay, let's talk about the game. Obviously, I watched it. Obviously, I was rocked up most of the game. Heart pumping. It was a fun watch. Andrew Nembhard locked Jalen Brunson the fuck down. He locked him up. And Jalen Brunson was getting pissed off. It was so good, so sweet to watch. Andrew Nembhard, he was going hard as fuck, and he was playing great defense. He got a steal. I'll bring it up. He got this steal right here. As long as I don't get flagged, I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully, if it's only 5 seconds of the video, it should be good. But this is just an effort play right here, folks. Andrew Nembhard gets the steal. Jalen Brunson obviously trying to flop like he does most of the time. And Nembhard it was a bad pass. He got to the spot. He caught it. He laid it up. Easy, free points off of an inbound pass. And then there was another instance, and you can see at the end of the play, Jalen Brunson he is so pissed because he's getting fucking locked up. I mean, he was getting locked up. Sure, he still had like 20 points, I'm pretty sure. But if you hold Jalen Brunson, one of the best point guards, one of the best scoring point guards, because we know who one of the best point guards is, traditional point guard, that's Tyrese Halliburton. But Jalen Brunson, if you keep him to 20 points, that's locked down. And I think he literally had 20, maybe 22, maybe even 19. I'm not sure. I think he definitely had at least 20. But yeah, there was another instance where Brunson headbutts him running down the court. I think it was after that strip that he had from behind his back. He stripped him with Tyrese was on him in the front, and then Nembhard came around, scooped it, took it all the way to the house. Beautiful layup. And I think after that play is when Jalen Brunson, he fucking headbutted him in the face, and Nembhard, he's running back and he's looking at the ref like, I cannot believe that just fucking happened to you. How do you not see this shit? And it was crazy. Another thing that kept happening that the refs were acting like they were fucking blind was our guys were getting kneed directly in the nuts, and they were saying it's a natural shot. What's the word? Like a natural shooting motion. They said it was a natural shooting motion to knee somebody in the testicles. Wow. That's trash. It happened twice. And one of them was on Anunoby. I don't think he meant to do it, but you can't just knee dudes in the crotch when you're going up for a layup. And then Cat did it. And yeah, I mean, it was just insane. Anyway, I said it before, and I'll say it again. The Pacers have not lost back-to-back games since March 10th. I said that last week whenever I said, Ben Stiller, suck a dick. You're soft as fuck. I said, the Pacers have not lost a game back-to-back since March 10th. I said it right here, folks. But yeah, I don't know. It might be a unpopular opinion, but Karl Anthony Towns, I don't like him. He's fucking dumb and he's annoying. He could jerk the dude off on his way to the basket, then flail his arms in the air and act like he didn't do nothing. Like he didn't foul. Because he's literally running every time he's driving, he's hooking an arm. Or it's crazy. Or on defense. On defense, he's literally all over the dude. He could be all over the dude. And then he flails his arms and you're like, what? And that's not just him. That's a lot of NBA players, honestly. But I don't understand how a lot of these, even Nesmith did it in this game. These guys clearly blatantly foul a guy. They'll be grabbing his jersey and pulling him back, and then they'll be like, what are you talking about? What did I do? What did I do? Like, come on, dude. It's so obvious. It's not even funny. But yeah, Cat, he's annoying, and he just makes stupid fouls the whole game, and he fucking yells all the time. And I get a lot of people, like I said, it's probably an unpopular opinion. I think it's fucking annoying. It's fucking and one. But anyway, back to Game 6. I just want to say, fuck Stephen A. Smith. Fuck Ben Stiller. Timothy Chalamet, you're cool. I like Timothy Chalamet. He's a cool guy. I don't think he gives a fuck, really. At the end of the day, he's going home with a Kardashian or Jenner, whatever. I think he'll be fine. He'll be fine. Like him in The King, one of my favorite movies of all time. If you haven't seen it, go fucking watch that. That's the first movie I saw with Chalamet in it. And I was like, I don't know who this fucking kid is, but he's fucking awesome. And that was before he was huge. That movie is one of my favorite movies of all time. Go check it out. The King. It should be on Netflix. It's like 2.5 hours long, but I promise it is worth it. It is kick ass. Kick fucking ass. It's medieval times. Yeah. It's badass. It is badass. Also, Dodgeball, obviously. Ben Stiller. I used to like Ben Stiller. I don't know if I do anymore. I definitely don't like John Mellencamp. He's a soft bitch. And he should be banned from going to any more games because he's so fucking soft. And he's a douchebag. Like, a lot of people in Indiana know that guy's a straight up douchebag. But Pat said some shit on that too, and it was all great. But I was just very happy with the way that we locked up Brunson. I mean, Nembhard, he was all fucking over this dude. Jalen Brunson couldn't even get into the mid-range area where he usually is very good. So he had to shoot threes, and he made some threes. But he also missed some threes. And I don't know. I just think it's kind of weird that Jalen Brunson was Mr. Clutch when Tyrese, I think, how clutch can you be in the regular season? I mean, the real Mr. Clutch shows up in the playoffs. And Jalen Brunson really didn't have to be clutch in the playoffs. I don't really remember the Detroit series. I didn't watch it really. I know it was kind of close at the beginning, but the Celtics, they beat the fuck out of the Celtics. Except for like one game. Well, I guess no, they came back. So I guess he was clutch against the Celtics because they came back from like 20 points twice. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, I don't know. Thomas Bryant, where the fuck did he come from? I'll tell you where he came from. Off the fucking bench. 3 for 3 in the corner. Off the bench. They were big time fucking shots, and I do not remember him shooting at all for the Hoosiers. He was usually in the paint, I thought. But this guy, 3 corner threes coming off the bench immediately. It was beautiful. And he was wide open, and he fucking nailed 3 in a row. It was awesome. It's cool to have a guy from Indiana go play for the Pacers and then have a performance like that in Game 6 to go to the finals. It was fucking beautiful. And I'm really happy. But yeah, Indiana's pace at the beginning of the game was exactly what we needed. We needed to keep the pace up, run them out of the fucking building. That's exactly what we did. Cat is so funny. If he's in the game for 5 minutes straight, which usually, he fouls 3 times in 5 minutes, but if he's in the game for 5 minutes straight, he is exhausted trying to keep up with the Pacers. He is walking back on offense almost every time, and I think that's a big reason why we beat him, honestly. But he was not great tonight. Also, I would just take a charge on him. And they were saying on the broadcast, and they're right, just take a charge on him. He literally is just going straight to the rim. He is not going to be able to stop if you try to take a charge. And Nembhard did try to take a charge, but honestly, he was kind of still moving. And he got laid out. And they both went to the ground. And it did not. It had to hurt, dude. Anyway, the MVP of the night, of the Eastern Conference Finals, was Pascal Siakam. Very deserving, I think. And it could have went either way. I think, Tyrese Halliburton, he had some very good games, facilitated, got assists, got points. But at the end, I think that shit performance in Game 5 is what had it lean more towards Pascal Siakam, because Tyrese had 8 points in that game. The least amount of points Pascal had in any of the games was 17, I think. And he had 3 30-plus games, one of them scoring 39. And this game, he kept us in the game like the first half, I think. Tyrese was not good until like the fourth quarter. he finally heated up in the fourth quarter, and then he took that fucking three for no reason from almost the logo. And it was just, that was sick. It's just like, fuck it, why not? The game was over, but he said, you know what? Just one more. And it was far. And I kind of like that he did it because, maybe that'll build some momentum going into the finals Thursday. But the voters, I guarantee they would have had Tyrese winning the MVP or getting the MVP if it wasn't for that 8-point performance, because the voters had him losing by one vote. So the voters said Pascal Siakam won by one vote. Reggie actually voted for Tyrese, and I see it. I could have seen it going either way, but I personally thought Pascal is the reason he kept us in games with his offensive production, and Tyrese played. I am very surprised with Tyrese's defense, honestly. His offense is good. He's a facilitator. He's always making great passes, and he's being more aggressive than he has in the past, which is good. Game 5, that was the problem. He wasn't aggressive enough. He didn't shoot as much as he should have. I think he only shot 7 times, made 2, maybe 3, and then some free throws. He needs to be more aggressive. Dude, he had 2 dunks in this game, and one of them, what is it? Mikal Bridges was on him, and he was like, oh, damn. He didn't think he was going to dunk that close to him, and he fucking did. One-handed, threw it down. Obi Toppin had some nice dunks, too. Neesmith had a nice dunk. And Obi Toppin had some fucking great threes, too. I mean, everybody was hitting. Miles Turner had 2 threes. It was a great night. It was a great Saturday. I'm okay that we lost Game 5. I kind of had a feeling we might. Really, obviously, I would have rather us got more rest and won that game, but oh well. Ben Stiller was still trying to talk shit. This was joking, I think. I think he was just joking around, good rivalry back and forth. Tyrese showed up in all black to the game, and he had a duffel bag, which is like a black leather duffel bag. I don't know style, I guess, or fashion, as they call it. But Ben Stiller said, good thing he brought his duffel for the flight to New York. And Tyrese has stayed off of Twitter, during the series, each round, I think. Or maybe since round 1, I think he's been off. Maybe he felt like it was necessary to get on, or somebody said something, but Ben Stiller said, good thing he brought his duffel for the flight to New York. And then Tyrese, after the game, said, nah, was to pack y'all up, which it's really easy to say something like that after you beat the fuck out of them, but it was hilarious. It was funny. And I think Ben Stiller respected it. Listen, I don't know if Ben Stiller is soft or not, but he definitely seemed soft when he was crying about Pat McAfee telling him to get the fuck back to New York. I think Pat should have got back on the mic at the end of this game and maybe said something, but yeah, anyway. It was cool. They had Reggie Miller hand out the Larry Bird trophy, which is the MVP trophy. Or no, he either handed that out or the actual Eastern Conference Finals trophy. I can't remember. But either way, really cool that Reggie was there to do that 25 years later. That's so crazy that it took 25 fucking years. But yeah, we fucking did it. I'm so glad we did it in 6. I would not have been happy if we had to go to Game 7. That is too nerve-wracking. Last year it was nerve-wracking. We had to do it in 7. Luckily, we beat the fuck out of them in 7. In New York, I'm pretty sure. That was awesome. But yeah, in 6 is better. And they were talking to Jalen Brunson afterwards in an interview, asking if Tom Thibodeau is the guy, if that's the right guy going forward. Very stupid. Like, why would you ask somebody that right after they just got their ass kicked to go to the finals? Like, that reporter's a fucking idiot. And I will answer for Jalen Brunson. No, he's not. I don't think he is. I don't know if you can. As long as the Pacers are in the Eastern Conference Finals, you're not gonna. You better get a deeper bench, because those guys that were playing, besides Mitchell Robinson, all that guy, that is DeAndre Jordan 2.0. That's all it is. He rebounds really fucking well. He hustles. Can't shoot free throws. All he can do is dunk. He cannot shoot. Period. He's just a hustle guy. And he was huge for the Knicks. But that guy, he is not very talented. He's just very athletic. And that's about it. But hey, he stepped it up big time, because he was fucking out rebounding the fuck out of us. It was annoying, honestly. But we still got it figured out, because we just, they can't get the rebound over us if we just drain threes. So that's a good strategy. Let's just drain more threes, and they can't rebound. So yeah, we're playing the Thunder, and I'll talk about that last. But yeah, it's Thunder, Pacers, NBA Finals, starting Thursday. I watched the entire NBA on TNT, the last, their sign-off. Ernie Johnson, he's a dog. Shaq is my all-time favorite player because he was so dominant. It was insane watching him play. It was cool as fuck. He played with my second favorite player of all time, Dwayne Wade. And Tyrese is climbing up though on my favorite players. I have a lot of favorite players. Third is Blake Griffin. Fourth might be Klay Thompson, but I don't know. Fifth is probably Tyrese, honestly. Maybe Reggie Miller, but I don't know. I like Tyrese a lot, and I didn't really get to watch Reggie that much because I was so young. But Ernie Johnson's sign-off was awesome. He was almost crying. Understandable. He's been there forever. He's so good. He's so good at his job. Shaq is hilarious. Charles Barkley, hilarious. And then Kenny. That's one of my favorites. I honestly would not. I don't watch the NBA very much during the regular season because it's NFL. Duh. But in college basketballs, watch the Cards. But I will watch the Pacers anytime they're on TV, which it's hard to find them on TV. And then I'll go back and watch the highlights sometimes. But that's one of the main reasons I even watch any basketball at all, is just because of them. If it's just a night game and TNT's covering it, it doesn't matter who's playing. I will probably watch it just to see what Shaq, Kenny, Charles, and Ernie Johnson have to say about the game. But it was really cool. And they're going to be together. They were saying they're going to be together next year. No matter what. They're just not going to be. It's not going to be TNT, obviously. Somebody else is going to produce the show. So they're going to have the same crew and those same four guys. So that'll be cool. But Shams Charania on the Pat McAfee show said, and this is in quotes, this is what he said. And I understand it doesn't make any fucking sense, really. He said it makes sense, but it's just not, grammatically correct. He said it is going to be the most craziest off-season. We get it. He misspoke. Whatever. That's fine. But it's going to be fucking wild because we got KD. Is he going to stay with the Suns? Where's he going to go? Preferably, I really, really wish KD would go back to Golden State because I actually like watching Golden State. I like Steph Curry a lot. And it would be awesome if KD went. Can you imagine that? Jimmy Butler, Kevin Durant, and Steph Curry on the same team, dude. They would probably win the championship. I can't see them losing if that was the case. I don't think KD will do that, but oh my God. If he did do that, that would be amazing. I love it. I think Golden State is like this era's Chicago Bulls because they were a dynasty. They not really as much now, but they won 4, and if they won 5, that would be awesome. But I don't know if it'll happen. It'd be sick though. I don't know where else he would go. Timberwolves, that'd be pretty sweet. They would probably win. Could go to the Lakers. That'd be stupid. If he went to the Lakers, it's over. I don't see it happening, though. Could go to Dallas. Oh, my God. Can you imagine if Dallas got Cooper Flagg, Kyrie Irving, Anthony Davis, and then Kevin Durant? Oh, my God. That would be disgusting. Also, Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's probably leaving. I think he's leaving. He should go to the Lakers. That would actually be a good fit because they don't have a fucking center at all. And I think, if they don't re-sign Miles in Indiana, get Giannis, that would be man. That'd be dope. We will not do that, I don't think. And if we win the finals, I have a feeling that they're going to re-sign Miles Turner. But who knows? And then the big thing that a lot of people were talking about was the Celtics. Are they going to stay together? Or are they going to break up? Because apparently, they have a money situation that might make it impossible to bring all those guys like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. So we'll see. Another thing that happened during the game Saturday, and I don't know if it was a great timing or really bad timing, but Adam Sandler dropped the trailer for Happy Gilmore 2. I don't know if it looked good or not. I'll be honest. I will watch any movie that Adam Sandler puts out. Anywhere. Doesn't matter where it's at. Netflix. Fucking Amazon. Tebow. Whatever the fuck it is. It doesn't matter. If Adam Sandler made it or produced it, there is a 99.9% chance that I'm going to watch it. And there have been some stinkers. There's been some very shitty movies like Jack and Jill. I went and saw that in theaters. Why the fuck did I do that? That was a horrible fucking movie. But it was Adam Sandler, and I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt every single time because I fucking love Adam Sandler. And he's an awesome guy, and he's fucking hilarious most of the time. But yeah, he dropped the trailer right in the middle. It was like the first quarter or the second quarter of Game 6 against the Pacers and Knicks. What the frick? But dude, the cast in this movie looks very good. I do know. Like, it looks like a very star-studded cast. And I do know Travis Kelce he makes an appearance on the show. Or on the movie. I don't think it's like a huge role, but he's in there a little bit. A little tiny bit. So, that's pretty cool. Anyway, Thunder, Pacers, Game 1, Thursday night. Thunder gets a little bit more of a rest. Pacers get a little bit of rest. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. 4 days. They're still going to be running their ass off probably Tuesday, I would say. Hopefully Carlisle gives them a little bit of a break. I'm sure they will. I mean, they just won the Eastern Conference Finals for the first time in 25 years. So, yeah, I think they'll probably get a break, but just a little one. We don't want them to get too rusty out there, but I think the Pacers, game 1 is at the Thunder. I think the Pacers go in there just like they have really all playoffs long. They go into tough environments, and they win both of them. 2 games. They won in Cleveland 2 games in a row. They won in Madison Square Garden 2 games in a row. I think they're going to take game 1. Are they going to be able to take game 2? I'm not so sure. But I literally have thought they were going to lose games, and they just come back and win them away. Tyrese has been playing much better away besides game 5. That was terrible. But I think we win game 1, and I think there's a chance we win game 2. I don't know if we will, though. I don't think we will, but I also didn't think we were going to win any games in Cleveland or New York in the first 2. So, I don't know. I really do think we're going to win game 1, though. Chet Holmgren, whatever his name is, his face, he's just got one of those faces where he just looks like somebody you want to punch in the fucking mouth. And then he's just this tiny little large, abnormally tall guy, and he looks like a little punk ass kid. But he's 7 foot tall. But he's still a tiny little bitch, and he tries to act like a fucking hard ass. And he just looks like a little fuck. And like most people could beat his ass, but he tries to act like he's a hard ass just because he's 7 feet tall. I don't know. Maybe watching him in this series will change my mind, but he kind of seems like a fuck boy, if you will. That's what he seems like. And his name is Chet, so it fits perfectly. And then SGA, obviously, is a foul merchant. So is Jalen Brunson, though. So is Donovan Mitchell. And I love Donovan Mitchell a lot. He's went to Louisville. That's my favorite college, and he's really good at the basketball. But they do the same thing, and we figured it out for both of them, Jalen and Donovan Mitchell. So I think we can figure out with SGA, and I think Nesmith or Nembhard might be able to lock him down at least 1 game, maybe 2. Because don't get me wrong, yeah, he's really fucking good at shooting still. Like, even though he is searching to get fouled the whole game. Yeah. I don't know. But SGA, he's all right. I don't know if I really like him. I mean, I think I like him. I don't know if I don't dislike him. And then who else? Alex Caruso. His defense is nice. I like Caruso. He's an all right guy. But I'll tell you what. I think the Pacers take game 1. That's all I got. I'll see you all Friday. Peace.